Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I have a guest. And those that do not know who this is Nina from Nine's Corner. She lives in Canada. We have known each other, I think we're going on 4 or 5 years now.
Almost 5 years, going on
Yeah.
5 years. Yep.
Yeah, I think we are the OG of collaborations with Danny Shay
Yep.
and us three, and we were the OGs. We're kind of the ones that started off with that three. Yeah.
Yes, I'll take that. I'll take it.
We started off with that, and and I know that Nina got busy, and we all, you know how life does. Life goes, and then we kind of separate a little bit, and then we come back together, and that's what I love about long-term friends, is that
Yeah.
we could just connect right off the bat, and and say
Yeah.
here we go, huge hi to Danny because we know
Hi,
he's out
Danny.
there. He's not Danny Bathrobe Tarot anymore. He's changed it to Danny Shay.
Oh, nice.
I know. We loved him with the
I'll still
bathrobe.
wear his Danny bathrobe.
I still email him Danny bathrobe, but he's like, Sheila, that's the wrong email. Anyways, I want to
Wicked.
hand it over to you, so you can give everybody an update on everything that's been going on with you. And yeah, go for it.
Not too much. I moved from Alberta into Ontario, and I have a job at Canada Post now. And I put out a video once a week, or at least I try to. I still have been doing it for the last 5 years almost, and I love it still. And yeah, like the kids keep me busy, life keeps me busy, and yeah, that's all. Other than that, just trying to keep up with politics. It's hard to keep up with America. I'll just let you guys know you got Canada here. We're shaking in our boots. What's going to happen with us because he loves Trudeau. You know that Trump loves Trudeau, right?
No, I thought he hated him. Yeah,
He
no.
does. I'm
Yeah.
being very facetious. He hates them. So I
Yes.
don't know what's going to happen with Canada. That might be a good question to start with. What's going to happen with how's Trump going to treat Canada? I
Oh,
know at the end we're going to end up being friends. That's just the way Canada and the US will be because we know that you got Donald Trump as president, so we do give you some leeway. Do you know
oh
what I
yeah,
mean?
I think to be honest with you, I don't think Trump thinks about Trudeau too much. He's so concentrated on Putin and
Yes.
Ukraine
But
and making
he
money.
wants to get Trudeau back though. His wife and his daughter turned their heads for Trudeau, Trudeau's tariffs and stuff like that. It's just like a little
Um,
house to play with, right? Something
yeah.
to make a fool of. And
I don't see Trudeau warming up. I just don't. What do you think?
I don't see it.
I
But
don't
Trudeau's
see it
having a
either.
hard enough time here in Canada, right? So
Yeah, and I don't see, oh, here's another thing too. I don't see the King of England who England has always invited the President of the United States. I don't see the King inviting him.
I don't see it happening either. They've got so much going on in their lives, and I don't think they want Donald Trump back, to be honest with
No, I don't think not only that, no matter what they say, what they think, Trump is a convicted felon.
you. Mm-hmm.
There's no country is going to play to our politics and go, no, he's allowed in. They're going to go, no, he's a felon. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, Putin will have him in,
Well, Putin will let any criminal in.
right?
It's
Right.
it's the good people he's going to reject.
That's it. That's interesting. That I never thought about that
Yep.
because with everything going on with the king and his health and all that, I don't. I don't see it.
I don't see it either. That'll be the first
Interesting.
time ever that they will not invite the president of the United States over for a visit.
And the first time in a long time that the queen hasn't been sitting. God
Yep.
bless her. Rest in peace.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, and he was so rude to her. I'm pretty sure they got some serious problems and attitudes about that too. I would.
Yeah. Well, hopefully now. Yeah. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. And this a whole big huge deportation thing, we'll get into some questions. Hang in there, people. But this is so who he could only deport Mexican people back to Mexico that are they're theirs. Everybody else, what is he gonna he's gonna spend the money to send them all to the rest of the world? What are they gonna do to Cuba? What are they gonna ship them off? What are they gonna put them at the airport and say, hey, find your way home? That's not gonna happen. All this money and all this thinking and all this deportation, there's no logistical, logical plan going on here.
No. But
And you know what?
I'm afraid he's going to close places down, and that's what's going to. He's going to make it look as though he's doing something, but people are just going to be filtering through the system. Do you know what I'm saying? They're going to be
Yeah.
falling through the cracks, and they'll be there. It's just that they won't have any safe place to go or any safe. You know what I mean? And here, that's what they ran to get somewhere safe.
Yep.
And
Well, the new president of Mexico says, you bring my people back and I'll take them. However,
yeah,
I'm going to send the 2 million of your people back to you. You know what I mean? This is like, she's like, go ahead, play F A and FO.
yeah,
FAFO. And she's all like, yeah, go ahead, because she knows that the people that is over there that were born American citizens that went back to Mexico, she can deport them. I'm like, oh, so they're the same people.
yeah. It's crazy. I just
It,
don't see how it's going to work out.
it won't.
It won't.
It
But that's what
won't.
you're going to have anyway. People
Yeah.
on the streets. It's going to be, there's going to be a lot of, but then we kind of knew this was coming because for how many years we've been saying that the old systems have to be broken down. How do you get rid of the old systems? By having somebody who's a catalyst like Donald Trump. It's
Yeah,
hurt, it stings, but that's the reality, isn't it?
it is the reality. However, we as Democrats understand that some systems need to be rewritten.
Yes, yes,
We're not agreeing with how he is trying to destroy it.
100%.
Yeah, we're not willing to hurt people to tear down structures that are not working. He
Yeah.
is.
But the universe has its funny way of
I
putting
know.
things in place, and we have to get through this. There's no getting around it or above it. We've already tried that. Now it's getting through it.
I agree. We have to stick in there and see what's going to happen. I mean, the entertainment value, if anything, if anybody's wise enough to get on TikTok or YouTube or whatever, we can be millionaires by the time this is over with. I mean, the entertainment value is so sky high. And
It's
he's
sad.
not even in office yet.
Yeah.
Use it to your advantage. Get rich off of Trump. Why not? That's what
I
I
love.
say. All right, let's get into it. I
I,
know I could talk forever. My poor Scorpion people understand the Gemini's conversations can last forever. And and my Gem, your birth, your November?
October
Yeah,
28th.
end of October. That's right.
Yeah.
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
All right, and I love my Scorpions. I know Lori from Way of Positive Change is also a Scorpion. I hang around Scorpions a lot. I birthed a Scorpion.
Uh,
My son birthed, well, he didn't birth her, but he made it a Scorpion, a granddaughter. So I'm
Scorpios get a bad rap. We really do. I don't know why.
well, Scorpions have a lot of great and wonderful stuff, but there's one little element about them that
Tell me. Tell me.
it's that tail. It's deadly.
Oh, believe me, I've got it.
Exactly. When they're ready, when
Yeah.
they're pushed to the end, where they're going to use it, they're going to
Yeah.
use it.
Yeah.
We may second guess our actions. A scorpion says, "Oh, here we
Yeah.
go."
Well, that's why I'm hoping Joe Biden might have one last stinger left in him because he's a Scorpio.
He
And
is.
I'm hoping that maybe before it ends, that he'll still have one or two little,
He probably is. Well, that's
you
the
know,
reason why he allowed Ukraine to use those long.
long range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he probably is back there, but he's just not a bragger.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we never know really what he's doing behind there. He's not a
Yeah.
bragger. All right. So what's the first question? What
First,
do you
I think we've gone about 20 questions, but we'll start off
got? Okay.
with our first question about Rubio. Is
Yes.
Rubio going to be replaced by Matt Gaetz?
Yes. Let's look into that.
Lots of people are asking that question.
Yep. So here's a caveat to that, a little information. We do know that Matt Gaetz did put out a statement that he's not going back into Congress. However, you can only take everything that they say with a grain of salt for one thing. And there is a senator position that's going to be opened up, and Ron DeSantis may just slip the Matt Gaetz in there.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
let's look and see if that's going to be a possibility, or is he out of
Is
Congress?
he out of?
Is he done? I kind of feel like even if he goes into being a senator, I wonder if they're gonna release the ethics report then too. I don't know.
You
What do
want
you?
me to go?
Yeah. Go.
He's got an offer of a job. I don't think it's going to be the Senate. If he wanted it, he could have it. But I think that there's stuff going on in his private life and his personal life that's really dragging him down. And I think and that's something we could look into further about Matt Gaetz, just to see what's going to happen now that he's stepped away from AG. I think that there's another job. I think Donald Trump already has him set up for another job, but the problems from the past are going to come back to haunt him in his future. He can't get away from this. This is a lover's card.
There
He
we go.
can't get away from the problems. He can't get away from what's going to hold him back. So even if he tries to go for another job, he's going to be followed by these problems. They're not going to go away until they're settled. I really believe there's going to be justice in this particular case with him.
Good. I had a remote view a while back that I was seeing him. He was just floating on this bubble. He's just
Yeah,
floating around like everything's fine. I'm always gonna be, and all of a sudden somebody walks up to him and pops his bubble.
love it,
Yeah.
love it, love
All
it.
right. So what I got was I see that the world there's a world his world is in conflict. His world is absolutely in conflict. There's a whole bunch of attention and diversity. Like it's really bad. His home world, maybe it's his marriage, maybe it's his mom and dad. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on in his own little or orbit right now that
Yeah,
he's having a hard time. And I have a feeling, and you're right. I see Mar-a-Lago like he has something, or Trump is going to get him in something. But what's going to really happen at the bottom and the end of this is Tower. It's going to be destroyed. Whatever it is, it's not going to go the way he thinks it's going to go. Trump is not going to comply with what he wants. He thinks that he's going to be able to influence a lot, but the truth is, it's destruction all the way around for
I,
Matt Gaetz and for Trump for
I
the
agree.
collaboration. So yeah, I don't think he's gonna get Senate either.
I don't think he's going to get Senate either. I don't think he's going to.
Yeah, I wonder who DeSantis is going to pick, but ooh,
He's in big trouble. I
yeah,
think that legal case is, yeah, he's done some really bad things, and I think that a divorce is in his future. I think that not just his job, I think it's his family. I think he's going to have some legalities going after him, but he's still going to be offered a position.
well,
It's like the job is still there. The offer of a job is still there, but he's going down.
I agree with
It's going to
you.
be hard.
He's fighting a lot of stuff in his own life.
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah.
lot. Oh, that's good to know, 'cause I didn't really look into him like that. He really has a lot of problems going
He
on.
does. And the lover's card came up, so that's a sign of divorce. And then I got the 10 of the swords, which shows complete destruction.
It is. I agree. And did you hear about Marjorie Taylor Greene going, if you guys are going to release the information on Matt Gaetz, I'm going to start talking about all the ones I know. And it was about the Republicans. Put out a tweet or whatever X about that. She goes, if you're going to dance in this, if this is going to go into the light, let's dance in the sunlight. Like I'm going to tell everybody else's secret. I'm like,
Great,
so you
please.
yeah, so I'm like, you're covering up for some more sexual, predators in the Republican Party in Congress? Really?
Really, right? Please share with the class. Tell us
Please.
what you know.
I don't care if it's Republican, Democrat. I don't care if it's Jesus himself. Release the information. We need to know.
Agreed. Agreed. 100%.
Good
Agreed.
gracious. But
Yeah.
no, she just keeps the information so she can manipulate because she's a manipulator. She's not a master at it because we see right through her, but she's definitely that's her go-to personality, manipulate.
Yeah. Manipulation.
So,
100.
all right, so what else you got?
Well, let's find out about the recount. If there's going to be anything that's going to come of the recount, is there going to be any result to it? Is it going to have any effect? Is it going to give us any kind of clue as to any kind of anything happening?
Okay.
Because it just feels like everybody's just kind of rolled over and said, okay, well, there it is.
Well,
Not
not
present.
necessarily. We're just silently trying to not be MAGA.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because if we overly do it, then we're MAGA. If we underly do it, we're just ignoring it. So we're trying to navigate through the
I know, but you
doesn't
gotta.
make any sense. You know, if there was anybody that was going to cheat, it would have been Trump. You know what I mean?
Yep.
A lot of it doesn't
I
make
dropped the
any sense.
cards. Yay.
You got
I
the
dropped the
what?
cards.
Oh, okay.
It wouldn't be a reading if I didn't drop the cards. I drop the cards all the time. I don't know if it's nerves or
You got
and
high
all.
vibrating cards that just fly. So what'd you get, hon? You always go first.
Oh,
What you
oh,
get?
hold on. I dropped my cards, so I gotta go.
Okay, I'm using my mystical witch ones. See what comes up with
Oh, nice. I use my normal, regular, nor, nor.
normal. I got these too because these are one of your favorites too, isn't it?
Yes, I love. Yes, 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 yes.
Every time I see you with them, I'm like, oh, I got those.
um, no, they're not going to find anything. They're looking. They're going to see a few little things here and there. There's a possibility of stuff um, being there, but they're not. It's not going to be blatant. It's not going to be like a big like to do or anything. But it will give the strength inwardly to others because there is something that's gone wrong. We all know that something is amiss. Not the votes just don't add up. Um, but I think that because I got the two cards here that are sort of like, we're looking, we're trying to see. There's nothing much here to see, but there is this sort of like, well, it could be something, but no, I just kind of see it kind of laying there. Sorry.
All right, it's going back and forth with me anyway. I have light the way. They're gonna find enough. Um, the information is not going to turn the election around. It's not going to be enough to do anything like drastic, but they are going to find something that lights their way, like an awakening.
Yeah.
And it has to do with protection. They're going to find a loophole, something that's going, and then they have to fix this so that they can create some more protection. There's something there nothing that's, like I said, is going to do that. But I do think that they find, like, it's in the cards, it's in the ballots, it's in the ballots, it's in the ballots.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
they're going to connect the dots with that. I don't
I
think,
like those cards.
hmm?
I like those cards.
Thank you. I found they're like this.
Nice. I like those oracles.
Thank you. Yeah, they're like
Cool.
Oracle something or other with this, that, and the other. Anyways, the community, it's going to bring some clarity to the community. Ooh, it just came to me like the messaging. Like they know now what turns so many people around. It was in the messaging. They've learned a message about a message. It was a real treasure in what they're learning about on the messaging. You know, Democrats are not famous for great messaging. They never really have. Republicans they have the master of manipulation, and manipulation works, and unfortunately, it does work. And we
Mm.
don't know how to counteract that. And that was our biggest hurdle and our biggest problem was we don't know how to counteract misinformation. Nobody really
Yeah.
does. But
Yeah.
they're finding it an inner chamber. There's something in there, a real treasure. Well, that's good to
That's
know.
interesting. Yeah. That would be awesome.
Now, if I was kind of reading this alone, I would have thought maybe they were going to find something, but not something huge.
Yeah. That's pretty much the same. Pretty much the same.
Yeah. Anyways,
Just I
okay.
don't think it's not going to change the election or anything. So
No, but we do have a race there that's going to trigger a recount, and it's against a Republican and a Democrat. Let's see which one
who's
wins.
going to win?
Yeah, without their names or anything, because I can't really remember their names. But
I'm going in
a blind read. Let's see.
Republican.
Somebody will know what their names are, but I want a blind read. I know that it's happening.
Hmm. I got the Republicans with the King of Cups and the Democrats with the Seven of Wands. So defending themselves, fighting right up until the very end. Come on now. The cards aren't letting me know. It's just it's sort of like it's Republican, but the Democrats are really fighting for it. So they still have the possibility of a win. So I got the Wheel of Fortune. Are you kidding me? Um,
For the Republican?
I'm thinking it's for the Republican, but the Democrats are fighting really hard. And the Wheel of Fortune's there, so there's always the possibility of the Wheel of Fortune turning and having a different outcome. Maybe that's showing the recount.
Yeah, well, it's going to trigger a recount no matter who's winning at this point. I can't, somebody will know because I haven't looked at that race recently. But it could have ended with the Republican on top, but there it triggers a recount. And let me look real quick because now I'm curious about the race
Question, the race.
in Pennsylvania for Congress. Here, I'll pause. All right. Well, nothing like reading and then getting the real answer. I did Google it, and it does look like Dave McCormick wins and flips the seat to the Republican Party, which unfortunately
Is what we
it's
saw.
only
So
99% reporting. And that, I think that was the one that we were hoping to gain.
return.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dang it. Oh
Dang
well.
it.
It was so
And now
close.
it's a big question.
Yes.
The Donald
Now,
Trump.
are we doing Donald Trump now?
We're gonna do Donald Trump because we have to do it together. I mean, after all these years of reading, and that's the whole reason why we came on was because Donald Trump became a figure out and everybody was freaking out and we wanted to go, we felt the spirit kind of move us to say we got to do something, we have to,
Yes.
I need to talk to people that are like-minded and kind of get it out of there.
Yep. I mean, we helped kind of get us through the first time, and we have no choice but to make it through the second
do we
time.
have do we have
But
it?
we're, a lot of us who do the readings are feeling some type of way about that guy.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So, what's the first question up? We'll just kind of go through them all.
Let's just do a reading on Donald Trump over the next 6 months.
Okay.
See where he's going to do, what's he going to be. Let's just see over the next 6 months how he's going to be. Because in my previous reading said it's not going to be an easy escalator ride for him. He's not going to be, it's not, everything Trump touches dies. Everything Trump touches falls apart. It hasn't changed. In all these years, it's been the same. Everything he gets involved in, no matter what it is, somehow, some way, you're going to see Elon Musk go on and lead the Trump dynasty away. Or do you know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
so I'm interested to see how the next 6 months is going to go. Get through Christmas, the inauguration, getting up into the summer, maybe.
The irony of an immigrant buddying up with Trump
Yeah.
while he's trying to remove all the immigrants in this
Yes.
country.
He's a Canadian and American and South African.
Yes. And mostly
His
German.
mother was his mother was a Canadian model.
Well, she didn't pass any of her genes on to him.
Just say it.
I mean, the moment I ever saw Elon Musk, I'm like, oh, he doesn't have, it's almost, it's like a near miss with, you know what I mean? He's not the
Yeah.
ugliest thing I've ever seen, but he's almost a nearly cute, almost
I'd like to
cute.
have, he's an almost.
Yeah, he's an almost.
He's a one drink.
Yeah, two shots away, you might
Beer,
look better.
beer gobbler. Yeah, 100%.
Oh, that's
Right.
terrible. Somebody's really gonna tell us, "Oh, stop being so judgmental." I'm sorry.
No, not being judgmental. I'd like to have his money.
Yeah, no kidding. What money wasted on such a jerk. Um, how are you gonna lay out your cards? I'll try to do the same.
I'm gonna do a Celtic cross.
Okay.
I'm just gonna do a quick Celtic cross and pull the cards. And as I'm pulling them, I'll just do the reading.
Okay.
Do you want me to go first, or do you want me to
Yes. Yes, you're my guest. Go for it, hon.
just so that there's one of us doing it? Okay. Donald Trump. First card out. I had the same thing happen in my last reading about him. The death card came out. Major transformation. Is he going to make it through the next 6 months? And when I say that, is he going to be in power in the next 6 months? I don't think so. Now, it'll be JD Vance or the Republicans or what have you? Yes. But I'm saying Donald Trump himself as an individual, I don't see him as maintaining the presidency by the time summer rolls around. There's too much. This is just too much. I can't. The cards are throwing the same card at me. No, they're doing that for a reason. Crossing it is the world. You can't make up this stuff. You can't make up this stuff. Crossing it is the world, and the world is watching. I mean, the world is. I mean, I know here in Canada, we're just sort of like, oh, this is going to be tough on us. We don't, you know what I mean? We're the little
Yeah.
brother. We don't have as much. We don't have the big amount of people. We don't have, So, and we're scared. The world is watching, and I mean, it affects the world. Affects how the wars are being fought, and everything. It's just everything, right?
Yes, it is
Underneath, we
everything.
got the Fool. So far, we've got three cards out, and we got three major arcanas out. Like that's just nuts. That doesn't happen. So that's Donald Trump. He's at the he's standing at the edge. He's going to take a step, and the Fool either falls or makes it. And I just think that his luck is running out on him. In the past, we got a lot of information, a lot of votes, a lot of everything happening all at once, and it did happen all at once. And all the information, all the voting, everything did come all at once, and he made it. Above him is justice. On top of him is justice. So in his mind, he's just so grateful that he's got this job because now all his problems can go away. Because if let's face it, if he hadn't won, there's no chance the man wouldn't be in jail. There's no way. There's just no way. In the near future, we've got the walking away going into softer waters, into easier waters. I'm telling you, by June, Donald Trump is not going to be the president of the United States. Donald Trump is not going to be the president of the United States by the time June rolls around. We got the moon out. The moon is that card that lets you know that when we say that something is not quite right, adding up with the votes, with how things went down, and the fact that, let's face it, Donald Trump was not excited. Donald Trump was more or less like he knew that it was going to come. He was like he was just waiting for time to go by so he could become the president. There's
You noticed
something
that
wrong.
too? I noticed the same thing.
Something wrong. I totally. He didn't have that excitement. Like no,
Yeah,
it's like he knew it, and they knew before by the that voting thing that they said that they
yeah,
knew before the votes even came in that he was going to win. That's bull.
yeah,
Sorry for my language, but that's bull.
yeah.
The people around him, the tower. This is
Woo.
crazy. The tarot cards are just like they're singing to me. They are singing. Ah, the tower. The tower's happening. The people around them are just gonna like it's gonna happen. Not just within not just the Democrats and the ones that are watching this all happen. This is going to be affecting the Republicans. They're going to start fighting with them among themselves and fighting against themselves. You're going to see a lot of separation here. This is going to cause a lot of separation for now. This is not forever. This is just in the meantime because there is a lot of pain and suffering happening. We got the Knight of Pentacles out. As far as Trump's concerned, he's in this to make money, to make his reputation, to get revenge. He's got all these things that are in his mind. And I think the revenge thing is probably what's changing his dynamics of being able to
Yeah.
manifest everything. Because when you start manifesting negatively, then that can really
Retract everything.
retract everything. At the end of the day, we got the Two of Pentacles weighing out of two situations. I'm telling you, um, Trump is in for a lot of problems. The people around him are in for a lot of problems. There's going to be a lot of fighting, infighting. There's going to be reasons for people to have to go out on the streets to fight for things. It's going to happen, but this is all for the good. It's all to make way for the new ways that things have to go, because we're changing as a people and the old systems don't work for us. We need to change them. Now, do we need to go in and be a destructo like Donald Trump and just you don't throw the baby out with the bathwater kind of thing, right?
Right.
So that's my reading. That was wild ride for tarot cards. Thank you very much.
Oh
I
my
appreciate
gosh.
that.
I'm so glad that you got yours because mine didn't come up with the death, but I got a lot of cards that you got. I
Oh,
know
cool.
right here I got the all of the planning and the and stuff that they have going into they have some big ideas. I mean, they have some grand ideas. They're all very excited about rearranging and making sure that anything that the Democrats ever did in their whole lifetime they get to, try to come back and take out. That's going into the whole conversation. Now, this is the truth though. They're not happy.
No,
This is the base of everything with the Republicans. I mean, the Democrats are in this too. Everybody, there's no
everybody's in it.
question. Everybody has a little of anxiety and a little depression and is like, this is going to be a nightmare and things like that. And we also got the star. The star is really something that, if we look at it positively, oh yeah, you got the star, but this one here is like loss, theft, right? Loss. The the star is not always the most positive card that we have out there. It's like a whole other universe, a whole nother thinking, a whole nother strategic. So I've been thinking and emotionally getting downloads on this for quite some time. To be honest with us, the only people that really can save us against Trump and his stuff is the Republicans.
Yeah,
Now, we all
that's
don't
very.
have any faith whatsoever in them. Is there actually going to be a moment in time that they're going to go, that's enough? Is it really going to happen? And I think maybe they will. We're going to walk away from the chaos. We're going to stop. It's like we have the power to get this over with. It's like
Yes.
they almost realize it in real time that we cannot keep on going by. Now I got the charm. They're going to play the game. They're going to charm the snake. Charm the what is that one snake that does like this? What is it?
Wah, 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 da, da,
Yeah,
da.
they're gonna charm their guy. They're gonna do a lot of charming. However, going forward, they want emotional balance. That means they're going to reject a lot of the policies they're trying to enact. They're going to go, no, no,
Yeah.
we're not. We're not doing that either. We're not accepting it. And this right here creates this tons of fighting and infighting. And unfortunately, or fortunately, the one person that's going to be able to bring it all together is going to be a woman. The Queen of Wands. There's gonna be
Always.
some sort of, and whoever it is, like they're gonna go, that's enough. It's almost like a grandmother getting everybody who's freaking out and grabbing their face and like, focus. You know what I mean?
Focus.
Stop it. So, anyways, that little Celtic cross right in through there kind of tells me a little bit about what's gonna happen. There goes my gut one more time. The Republicans are the only ones that can save us right now. Do we have
Yeah.
faith in them? No. Are they going to do it? I think maybe.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
they literally feel chained up and locked up. And they're scared and they're panicked just as much. And crickets, meaning they're non-action. They're
Yeah.
not going to do much with him. And I see the lockdown. So going
That's
forward, the lockdown. of Trump. Trump's going to get locked down one
Yeah.
way or another.
Yeah. Agreed.
It
That was
may be,
interesting.
I don't think it's going to be pretty. I just don't think it's going to be pretty.
Yeah.
I think it might be a messy lockdown. So,
Yeah.
what do you think?
Very interesting read. Very interesting read. The cards are having fun with us today.
They are
They are.
telling stories. All right. Well, that was wonderful.
Yeah.
I think we got a lot of information, a lot of questions asked. I sure do appreciate each and every time we get to do a collaboration. We should do more. We should make it
Yeah.
last so long. But if you guys have made it this long, we're gonna pull a card for the collective. I think
Yeah.
she has her
That's
Rider
important.
Waite. I'm just gonna use my Rider Waite ones too. So we'll just do
Oh,
it.
nice.
Yeah, we'll just do
Yeah.
it together, and we'll do a collective for the next month for the holidays.
Oh,
Give a message for everybody. Just engage with your family members. You don't have to engage with your MAGA family members. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying engage with the ones that you
engage.
want to engage with and try to make the best of it and, enjoy Biden's last days, I guess.
Interesting.
Ooh.
I got the Eight of Pentacles. So with the Eight of Pentacles, it's all about looking at the details of life. Sometimes we get so caught up in everything that's going on, we forget about ourselves, we forget about self-care, we forget about the people that are around us that are being affected by our moods, our attitudes. And yes, it's important to know about what's going on in the world, and it's important to know what's in the news, but not to the point where it affects your mental health or your physical health. So, if Trump is a trigger for you, maybe it's time to give the news a break for a little while. Or maybe instead of, getting on and saying, I got to watch this, go spend an hour with your friends and play Monopoly, or just get out of the media for a little while. Because I think the frenzy has actually caused people just to be exhausted. It's just exhausting. I don't want to hear about it anymore. So I think in order to be able to rejuvenate and get more into our power, and because there's got to be a resistance, there's got to be a stand up, and you got to have the energy to do it. So like get a good night's sleep, get rejuvenated into yourself, get back into your mental stability. Do meditation. And I don't do meditation the way that some people go home and all that. I meditate by putting on really loud music and just let my mind go, or it could be just being in the quiet or whatever. But it's just about taking time out for yourself, spending some time for yourself, looking at the details of your life and making some decisions. Because even with some of the negative stuff that's coming, you've got to be prepared. So whatever's in your life, and what's happening in your life, be prepared for whatever's coming down the pike with Donald Trump. You know what you're going to be facing. So sometimes you got to just look at things for what they are. So I think that's a twofold message there for everybody.
That's a really good message. Man, that card always reminds me of busy work. Just get into some busy work. I have the Knight of Wands. He's out on his house, success. So with the Knight of Wands, it's like that recognition, that public recognition, that acknowledgement. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be something that we have to go through. It's like buck up, little campers. Here we go. But you're not alone. We're all here with you. We're all here trying to navigate this whole thing as much as possible. You get into information that you need to protect yourself and your family, and kind of let go of the rest. And just know for one thing that I know about Trump is he never does get anything done. And he probably that worried look on his face and that like he wasn't all excited is because now he has to perform and get the things done and he knows he's not gonna. He knows it's not gonna happen, right?
Yeah.
So I just kind of want to give everybody, like just take a breath and we all will get through it. And you
Yeah.
know, exhale, go do something, go do some busy work, get some things done.
And don't forget to breathe.
Don't forget to breathe. That's
Don't
right.
forget to breathe.
All right,
Good stuff.
everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you, Nina, for joining me. And if you made it this far, oh yeah, she has that candle.
Yeah,
That
a candle lit for each and every one of us. Got to.
That's right. Absolutely. All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Thank you, Sheila.
Of course.